I will
right.
also bring up the agenda and share that screen just so we have it.
Perfect. And am I correct in seeing it's just you and Kirkwood in the room?
That's correct.
Yep. We're getting along though.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, we'll call this to order at 4:30. I will start with a roll call. I am present. Celine Swenson Harris is absent. Commissioner Ferbley.
Not yet. I assume she might filter in here. We'll see.
All right. Commissioner Helmer is, I know, present.
Yes, I'm here.
Very good. Commissioner Donovan.
Present.
Commissioner Howard.
Present.
All right, we'll start with a review of the agenda. Tom's got it up on the screen. So far, so good. We're making good time. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda? Seeing none, agenda stands approved. Public comment. And Tom, I actually haven't had a chance to look at public comment today.
Yeah, let's see.
None in the room, obviously.
Yeah,
But
none in the room. Need to get into, I would need to log in, I think. Patient, 0 item.
usually after.
Yeah, I thought there used to be a link or something to it
There
here.
did. There did
Yeah,
used to be a link. Okay. I think we.
could try to log in from here. I don't know if it's gonna
Uh,
have my credentials loaded in and I don't know them.
yeah, we don't. We will update with any public comment at a later period if there is any.
Yeah.
I am doubtful. Historic land use applications. We have the American Legion building marked. Tom, do you have any updates on that?
Yep, just an update. I think I brought it to the commission 2 or 3 meetings ago. It is moving forward. We have the minor variance in review right now, and site plan completeness should be completed next week with public notice going out on that one. I am getting calls already about the minor variance because it doesn't really describe what's going to happen there. It's just the merits of the variance
Sure.
itself. So I'm just having to explain that to people. Concerns so far are mainly with parking, but we would be addressing any of that through the site plan review anyways. And we don't really have any concerns about that as it stands. Also, the historic application is in, and I am currently writing my responses to that one. Same as before, what I had discussed with the group prior, and let me try to get rid of this. Sure. They will be changing the entryway. There's currently double doors to that entrance to go to 2 different sides of the building. They're going to have a central door, but the building is still going to be separated with 2 different sides. There will be 2 basically professional offices out of there, one side doing the chiropractor and acupuncture care, and then the other side doing massage therapy. So historic is in for that, the changing of the doors, and then the windows on the front. The building is classified intrusive, non-contributing. So I'm hoping that the changes they are doing might bring it into a contributing status in the future. And that's pretty much that.
If it's intrusive, can it ever be restored into a contributing status? I thought intrusive is one of those statuses. This will be somebody who
Yeah.
knows a little bit more. Yeah.
Thank
Commissioner
you.
Howard?
Yes, sure.
So I think intrusive is not a category that's often used today. It's kind of a bit of an outdated term, so it's a little bit open to interpretation. think the key thing to consider might be whether that age of that building fits within the period of significance for the Washburn. And I don't remember off the top of my head if it does. It would be certainly at the later end. But yeah, if part of the renovation is returning some of the original characteristics from the period when it was built, that might, restoration can bring sites sort of back into a state of having integrity.
All right. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns about the American Legion building? Obviously, we've talked about it, so we don't need to rehash any of the old stuff. All right, moving right along to educational opportunities. Does anyone have, I haven't seen any. I know Hippo just had theirs, is that right?
Hmm. I think so.
I think it happens at the beginning of October.
Yeah, I did see something come out. Is that the one that was in person only?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that already occurred.
Perfect. All right, any other educational opportunities folks are aware of? All
I
right,
see stuff come through for the historic cemeteries from time to time. I can always disseminate that info if anybody's interested in a cemetery cleanup. That's all I've seen for the most part.
sure, yeah, if you want to send them my way, I'd love to, whenever they come in, I'd love to at least see them.
Yeah, I'd be interested as well. I haven't participated in one, but I'm interested.
Cool, will do.
Right. Moving along to work plan updates, we'll go to the ODOT curb ramp project for any updates from Charlotte,
I think I
if there
don't,
are any.
yeah, I think I don't have any significant updates since last time, but if there's any questions, I'm happy to respond.
All right, I think I'm not seeing any. So we'll go on to the Indigenous Histories Project. So we got the change request submitted to the state, and I believe that is still pending. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have not heard back from Curry yet. That went through the CLG website as the only way that I really could see to do it was like as a progress report.
Hmm.
So I submitted that along with our Heritage Awards information and stuff like that. I was able to provide an update on that as well. So they have it now, and hopefully we get a affirmative back on moving some funds around for that.
Yes. We've been working hard with our consultant on that, with the museum on that, to get it in a place where hopefully it will qualify for our funding line. Other than that, I don't have much of an update right now. The walking tour, obviously, Celine is not here. She let me know ahead of time. She is kind of in a very busy season for her job, so she not here this month, but I suspect will be here next month. And then the Board of County, or sorry, excuse me, the City Council. So we had, I don't think we have any appointment updates. Tom, do you have any
No,
conflicting
I have
information on
not
that?
heard back from any pool of applicants other than the internal people we already know. But yeah, nothing on any new potential commissioners.
All right. But on a different city council front, we had our awarding of the historic awards this month. It went very well. We had big showings from Willamette Window Restoration and from our individual recipient. And it was a great presentation. I got to, photos were taken. I actually don't know where those photos went now that I'm thinking about it. But with the mayor, give out the medallions. It was a good time. That's about all I have other than
I have a follow-up on the BCC appointments. I
Yes.
unfortunately did not submit a new application and the window has closed, and that was just
Mm,
totally an error on my part. I was wondering if, Tom, if you have any advice on whether I should still submit a late application or just anticipate sitting out for a year and then, reapplying.
I think you could try still putting one in. This isn't the only recruitment, as far as I'm aware, that they'll be doing. I know they did one prior to this as like a spring one, and they didn't really
Mhm.
get a whole lot of people. So then this, I mean, we didn't get any for hours. But yeah, then they reposted. So I can check with the city manager's office to see if they're going to be running another one, if they received, enough applicants that they are comfortable having it closed out. And then follow up too on whether or not they'd entertain a late application.
Okay, thank you. And I apologize for missing the deadline. You did a great job of reaching out and letting me know what the timeline was, and I just did not follow through. So,
No
thank
problem.
you.
We don't want to lose you, so.
No, definitely not.
I appreciate that.
You are a valued, especially for the historic preservation pieces. You are
Yeah, yeah.
an expert among us. So
Thank you.
I don't have anything else. Does anyone have any announcements?
Has anyone been to Fright Night at the museum?
I'm not.
Not yet.
The Witch Museum?
Right at the Springfield Museum right here.
Oh,
They do
no.
like a haunted museum.
Oh,
Yeah,
uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah, no.
I will once we get. Well, okay. Tom, did you say we didn't get any applications other than current members for the cycle?
Yeah. I have not gotten confirmation from city managers, so I can also reach out about that to see if we did receive any outside applications, but I know the previous cycle of recruitment, we did not receive any.
Yeah, because if we didn't receive any new ones, then I won't hold off in sending out the when would be good new like time. But if we did receive additional applications, then I will hold off until they're appointed.
Right, right.
So yeah, just shoot me an email with whether or not we got additional applications on that.
Can do.
Perfect. All right. Any other Commissioner Howard, have you been to Fright Night? Was it good?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm looking for feedback, so if anybody has been or might be thinking about going, I'd love to hear about your experience. So,
I think it runs this week from the 24th through the 26th. So if you're interested, I'm guessing because the run up to Halloween will be the last weekend or end of weekend that they will be doing it. So if you want to go, this is the time.
Right. And if no one has anything else, I will get us out of here early.
Just one other thing, so did my application go through? I think,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, you submitted it to me. I was able to send it over.
Okay, yeah, I
so,
thought so, but I didn't,
You and Elise. Yep.
yeah, okay.
All right. Well, I think, let's see here. It's October. Tom, do you remember if we elect new chair and vice chair in December or January?
Oh. I don't know for sure.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it's coming
Yeah.
up.
When did you start your new job?
I can't
January.
remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think January at the
Yeah.
beginning of the year.
Because-
And
Okay.
There's a lot of times we
After
didn't
appointments.
even have a meeting.
yeah, we
Or we
probably won't be
combine
meeting.
November and December,
Yep.
so.
Okay.
We'll do a joint in November as far as I can remember
Yep.
and be off for December. Actually, I won't be around in November for that, so we'll need to figure that one out. I'm
Yeah, well,
taking off like the 15th through the rest of the month, so.
Well, maybe we should
okay.
do it early December
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
and,
Yeah. Or I don't really foresee much business happening between now and But I'll send out an email once Tom and I talk it over with scheduling stuff.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for a nice, efficient meeting this evening. And I will talk to you all later.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay, huh?
Right.